going on?
What it do?
You know, another episode
Of the Midnight Paco podcast, baby.
That's right, baby. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that like button, subscribe, share it, hit the notifications so you know what's coming.
That's right. And make sure you go ahead and hit some comments. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and all that good stuff. And this episode of the Midnight Paco podcast is brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services, LLC. Help you help yourself the legal way. Services offered. Help with documents that need to be typed. Guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trusts, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. Thank you very much for the use of the studio. Get it?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on? Oh, wait. Before we do that, also you can get me, Justin Fuller Comedy, at Instagram.
And I am the great Coree, that's Coree. That's my Instagram, so send me messages.
Also, the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram.
Yeah.
The Midnight Paco Podcast at gmail.com. Hit us up, comments, topics, whatever. If you have a disagreement, if you guys want to chat, say some stuff, pour your hearts, maybe ask questions. We can answer questions, whatever the case. So, go ahead. All right.
Our merch,
yeah. You can check that out on Redbubble or Amazon, but only if you see it under 26 Apparel or 26 Designs. Anything else is a fraud.
Yes.
Out there hawking our stuff.
This
This is what we got. Blankets, got all kinds of stuff. Coasters.
Bootlegging our
pillows,
spit.
Right? Already.
That's
all right, though. We look good. It's going to be out there everywhere. Maybe.
Like, who wouldn't want to have
this ain't a fresh fit. This is a day old, but, you know.
Who wouldn't want to have a bedspread with the comfort of cool seeing?
And don't worry, we got some without. We got some without the tags.
We do.
It's on Redbubble.
But why would you want that?
Right? You want to show support.
These
want my dudes.
You want to, we'll protect you at night.
That's right. Make it right. Get it. All right. So,
any comedy?
Well, we went to go check it out. We went. We were there.
We were present. We was in attendance.
We were a little late.
Present.
We were a little late.
And it wasn't our fault.
It was your fault.
It was because we were misinformed.
This is true, but
Boom.
It was still
Boom.
Look, it was still. Excuse me. We were told at 9:00 it was gonna start.
We were told because boom.
He shows up at 9:30.
We were told because
either way.
Boom.
Either way.
Boom.
We were late because of him. So, but
we were late because of boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Construction, I guess.
Boom.
Anyway, yeah. So we got that taken care of. We know what time it is. Is that another place you want to hit up this week, or? I'm trying to have my buddy come in from out of town. My buddy Brian. Shout out to Brian. Hanging out last night. Get it?
Yeah.
I mean,
it don't matter to me.
Yeah.
It don't matter to me.
I think it was different.
What did I tell you I wanted to do? And you shot it down real quick. I said, let's do some comedy at the park.
Oh, yeah. We ain't Dave Chappelle.
I said, let's do some comedy at the park.
People look at us like, why are these fools talking into a microphone at the park?
They're high on something. So that I don't care anytime, anywhere, any place. I don't care.
I do, because I want some type of people to respond. If we're in a park, man, that's just.
Let's do it.
The sound travels.
Look, I'll do it with my Fisher Price microphone.
With the white with the red, yellow cord.
Yeah, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere, anytime. I ain't scared.
Holding it up.
Yeah.
Just talking into it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's legit.
I don't care.
Hey man, I get it.
Let's do it.
See what I'm saying? My back hurts.
See?
Right now.
You gotta excuse me.
Yeah, I got a little bit. The park. Why go to the park when there's other places we could go that's already established?
We could do it at the park.
We could do it at the park.
Look, I wanted to do a corner store rooftop tour, like at the top of the corner stores.
Okay, that'd be legit.
Thank you.
You gotta promote it though, so you have people there. You just want to show up unannounced.
Just show up in the hood, like boom, we up here.
Okay.
That's where the corner store is at.
All right.
You know.
What day?
Huh?
What day?
We gotta put it together. We're gonna put it together.
We'll put together the tour. We'll put it out on Instagram when it's ready. The corner store.
Corner store rooftop. Look.
Corner store rooftop tour.
That's right.
Midnight Paco podcast.
Boo.
Get them. Cool C, Justin Fuller. Get it. Yeah, we could do that, or we could just go back there Wednesday and go on time this time and see, you know.
Yeah, I'm down. You know, for there and like I said, anywhere.
Yeah, we gotta check it out. We gotta see what the other options are as far as that goes. You know, I wanted to get on stage, but it was also cool just to sit back and check it out.
It was.
You know what I mean? It's because the only material I still really have is, stuff I still need to work on as far as timing.
And that's what we'll be doing. We'll be working out anything you got. We'll be working it out.
Yeah. I need to start writing some more. I got other ideas in mind, but
you know me, I
gotta kind of perfect this stuff a little bit too.
I sometimes I'll say I'm gonna do something or then I might just freestyle it a little bit.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
I'm glad you have. Not me.
I mean,
freestyling is not in the works for this. Not to say it won't ever be, but I'm not that loose yet. I kind of want to have it prepared when I go up there.
And that's great. But sometimes you I can think of something on the car and on the way on the drive there and
right.
Let's try this out. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, I need to start doing that more. You know what I mean? Because I think about stuff all day. I just don't write it down. I just don't want to be that. Not that this is bad, because I've seen people do it. You know, even in documentaries, they talk. People go up there with notes and phones, and they read off. It just takes me out of it when you're doing that. You know what I mean? So I try not to be. I don't want to be that doing that. You know what I mean? Because if I can't memorize it, why am I going to do it? If it's something you thought about, it should be fresh. Kinda, but if you want to structure it so it doesn't sound clunky.
I mean, let us know how that works, because I've seen some pretty good comedians do it.
Yeah.
And they're like, what else do I have?
For sure.
And let's try this one.
Yeah. And sometimes it works. Like I said, because I heard Chris Rock, like when he was doing his one special, he would just go, he did it like he would just stand there. He didn't do no inflations or nothing. He just read the jokes as they were. You know what I mean? Basically, you should get a laugh that way. If you can get a laugh that way, then anything you add to it, it's going to be gold. You know what I mean? So if you're just getting laughs just standing there, not doing anything.
Right.
I think he did that for his first one. I think. And I also know he had mirrors set up in his house where he'd be practicing and looking at. He had that shit like choreographed.
Dope.
Yeah. He went over that thing for over 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's weird. That's why I don't mind doing new material. I mean, doing my the same material over and over, because when it comes down to it, that's what the best are doing to perfect it, so it just looks like it's natural. You know what I mean? It's crazy because you learn more about it the more we've been doing it. I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, we ain't been doing it, but actually we've been doing it all our lives.
Our lives, but on stage.
On stage, yeah. You're just starting to put them in more into formatted stories instead of just stories you're talking about at a campfire.
Yeah, formatted and then try to be like universal funny. What I mean by that is like taking the personal joke aspect, because Justin and I can crack each other up all day,
right?
Because we know what we're talking about.
Inside jokes like a month.
Right, yeah. So we can do that all day long, but we have to
all day
be mindful of making sure it's universal, that everybody can, get the jokes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's where you're successful at it, so. But I also do a lot of personal stories and just try to make them, because couples are couples, relationships are relationships. So as long as you're talking about relationship issues and everything like that, that's also universal in itself. So I try, or family, you talk about your son, you know what I mean?
Yeah, certain things, Justin.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Certain things are universal.
Well, everything is universal, whether you like it or not.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, son.
I mean, we can bring it back up again.
We don't have to bring it back up.
You can disagree.
But you know.
I know.
But you know, though.
I know. I know how you feel, but like I said, you ain't had the right one. It's doing everything the right way, and then all of a sudden you get surprised. Whoa! I ain't saying that. I request things.
I ain't even talking about that.
Okay, so what are we talking about? Because I have a friend who told me I'd let her shit on me, and I'm like, what? What are we talking about here? So see, I wouldn't do that, dude. I don't like toes in my mouth. But what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I don't like feet near me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like,
right?
You know.
I don't understand why people like to suck on toes.
Yeah.
Problem is, though, I'll put my tongue in a butthole. That's the difference. So, to each his own, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That certain stuff is not universal.
It's not universal, but it's still funny. Some people will still laugh when you're talking about it.
Sure.
You should laugh regardless on what you think.
Or not. It's okay not to.
Or not, yeah, because if you don't think it's funny, you don't, but something's wrong with you. Or you're just too uptight, is what I'm saying. If you're not going to laugh at certain things and sexual things, it's hilarious.
You just went against your golden rule.
Which is?
You always say, man, I hate when those guys go up there and be like, oh, it's not fun. Oh, you guys don't think that's funny?
Oh, this is true. Yeah, but I ain't talking. I'm just playing, obviously.
Oh, okay.
I'm not berating our audience. These are cool people. You guys are awesome. Love every one of you.
Heck yeah.
Subscribers are growing. Appreciate that.
Subscriber and unsubscribe. But just, if you do watch.
Yeah. Hit the like button.
And the subscribe button.
Hit the like button, baby.
And get the bell so you'll know when the next one drops.
Algorithms.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. But yeah, no, so, it's not universal. But, like, when you talk about sex, it's just sex. You know what I mean? So it depends on how far you take it, I guess. But everybody has sex. That's universal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you haven't had sex in a while?
No, I never.
Wow. Ladies, cool C.
Never.
You want to be the first? He likes,
Stop. Just stop.
Just
stop.
All right. Stop. You know,
actually, I'm into everything.
Get canceled.
I'm into everything that a woman has to offer organically that a man cannot. That's what I'm into.
Oh, organically.
That's right.
Which means
you must be born a woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And that's my preference.
Yeah, of course.
Nothing against anybody else that likes anything other ways, but
word. Yeah, I hear you.
That's for me.
Yeah.
Which for me may not be for everybody.
I'm on your team right there, man.
You
dig. Beautiful wife. This is true. Yes. But I don't look at anybody differently. Does the thing.
Neither do I.
Honestly, it's like it's like anybody in any relationship. Like if even like in regular, I guess I can't say regular. Those aren't regular relationships.
Yeah, like, dude, what are you talking about, man?
In a male-female relationship, they still have mad issues. So when you just sit back and watch,
people have mad
that's what I'm saying. So when you just sit back and watch gay couples, you're like, yeah, they fight. Everybody's the same.
They fight. There's no
reason to feel. It's just
people are people. In any relationship, you're gonna have rifts and stuff. Father, daughter, son.
Like I said,
brother, sister, husband, wife.
Some people like
comedian.
Some people like to get shit on, and some people like to have a dick put in their buttholes. The variety of sexual. Some people like to have sex with animals. We're just. It's almost like Sodom and Gomorrah coming around.
Some people.
Is this the times, people?
Like grapes.
Holy shit! This is true.
Some people like potatoes. Some people like oatmeal.
Yes, I don't eat tomatoes or American cheese, and every time I ask for no cheese at McDonald's
or Burger King,
yeah, apparently or Burger King, and even when I have the tag that says no cheese on it, so they know it. Somehow the person that's making it thinks I'd be better off with cheese.
Now, this dude This is the dude that called me a Karen and listen to his complaint. Go
I
ahead.
didn't call.
You should have.
I probably should have, because then I should get some free stuff. But then it would be so often. They'd be like on speed dial. They might as well just give me a gift card, like ahead of time. Give me $50 on that bitch every month, because
they're gonna screw it up
every time. I scrape it off, but it's like, really. And I know they're like, well, it's cheese. Well, it's different. If it was Swiss, provolone, cheddar, mild cheddar, Kobe, mustard. I don't like American cheese.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I don't know any fast food place that offers those cheeses you named.
Exactly. That's why I always say no cheese.
Okay.
But if it was a different place and they had different cheese, I wouldn't. It's just American cheese. I don't know. And tomatoes. I don't get it.
You don't like tomatoes?
I mean, I've had a bitten into it, but I don't seek it out. And if I can say no tomato and it doesn't come on, that's just saves.
You don't like ketchup?
Yeah, I like ketchup.
Just not tomato.
And sauce. Yeah. I use paste, puree. When I make my spaghetti sauce, it's just like to bite a tomato.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
I
don't
like
know
tomatoes.
why. It's not really, because there's really no flavor. I mean, it's like
tomato has flavor.
Some, it depends on what kind you get too. You know what I mean? Some are fucking just no bueno.
Some people think
it's like a mushy one.
Tomatoes smell and taste like cum.
What the fuck?
I've heard that before. I heard it from, at my old job, a sales guy was like, "Yeah,
tomatoes taste like cum
and smell like it." That's what I've heard.
People, if you've heard this, reach out. The Midnight Paco Podcast at gmail.com. I've never heard of this, and that's good because I don't suck dick or eat tomatoes.
What? You don't do what?
So I won't know what cum tastes like.
You ain't never taste your own?
No.
You ain't never shot your eye out?
No.
You're going to shoot your eye out?
Spider webs, baby. Just fucking. No, it's usually in the toilet. Oh, man, I ain't got
You ain't never shot yourself?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sometimes,
plus now it's not got that strength. It just dribbles out anymore. I'm the oldest.
Sometimes you can shoot your eye out.
Yeah. If you're young, if you're a young stud who's got that.
It happens.
You just laying on the bed?
It happens.
It's dripping in your mouth? Is that how you say it? So you know.
No, I'm just saying it happens. I'm not saying nothing about me. I just said it happens.
Okay. I'm sure it does.
Yeah. So you never shot nobody's mouth up and then kissed her?
No.
Okay. It happens.
Yeah.
It just happens.
No, I have my wife.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It happens. I'm not saying that I've experienced it.
No time. She tried to kiss me. I'm like,
But it's you.
So?
It's you, bro.
Man, kudos to girls, because y'all champs. I'll tell you that. I'm good. See? That's something that... What? Okay. He likes, what is it called? Snowballs? He must like snow.
What the hell is that?
That's when you come, I think, in a girl's mouth and then she spits it back into yours. See, that's it. It's yours!
That's nasty. The act of spitting is nasty, dude.
It is nasty. Well, she has it dribbles. I've seen it. It's nasty.
No, bro.
You
even know the name of it and stuff, Snowball.
Well, yeah, because I've seen it in, I think they talked about that.
If I've seen it, I don't know the name of it, bro.
I've seen it in the movie. Shout out to Clerks. I believe it was in Clerks. Jay and Silent Bob. It's a great movie. You should watch it.
Yeah, Clerks is dope, but I'm just saying that's...
So I think they talked about somebody, they called him Snowball, and that's the only reason why I know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's blaming it on Silent J and Bob.
Hey, man, that's just knowledge.
Sir.
Like Macho just kept saying bukkake last night. Cockhold. I mean, we all know what that is, but he was like, who made up the word bukkake?
I never heard of bukkake. What is that?
You never heard of bukkake? That's like when a girl's getting gangbanged and they all jizz on her face at the same time.
Oh, that's a bukkake?
That's a bukkake.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's on the internet.
I'm sure.
You can put that in and you see all types of weird pictures. Covered. that's another term, covered. He kept saying cuckold. Yep, he's a man of words that come out at the right times. People, my boy Macho, shout out, yo. Yeah, I was up in Erie last night, speaking of which.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to go see family, friends, and from out of town. That was cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, if you didn't have to work, you got to make the trip. There's a club up there. I sent the pictures. We got to try and make it up there. I think they do open mics, so we got to check it out.
If not, we there.
Yeah, we got to try.
Call them and tell them to book them. That's your city.
I know. I got to look.
That's your city. But like, look, I'm bringing 20 people.
Yeah.
Book me.
Right. Wow.
I need 20 minutes.
Gotta be legit.
Let's go.
Right. Well, that's why we gotta go.
You need 40 minutes. 20 for you, 20 for me.
We gotta go do an open mic and show out, and then we gotta go back. That's what it is.
Whatever.
You got. That's just the process. I mean, I can try.
Process.
Either way.
Give me the number. I'll call him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I sent you the picture. I forget the name of it.
I'll call him tomorrow.
It used to be.
I'll call him Tuesday.
Used to be Junior's Last Laugh, but somebody bought it and they changed the name. So it's like a comedy magic club type.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So we'll see.
Magic. I don't do magic. I wish.
Yeah, I know how to flip a coin.
I wish I would do magic. That's cool.
Yeah, my cousin can do like card tricks and shit, man. Those are cool. You know what I mean?
Cool.
But I can't do that shit. I've always wanted to do magic. You know, they used to do this one trick with ice, and you put like a string on there, I think it's salt, and then like because of the way you can pick it up, it sticks to it for like a little period of time or something. I think that's what it was. That was like in grade school or some shit.
Too bad you can't bring a billiards table on the stage with you, because you're like a wizard on the billiards table.
What? No, I get lucky. No, I'm pretty decent. I haven't played in a while though. I only know one trick shot, but that's the
trick shot you did.
Yeah, that's
got like 80 million views in 2 days.
It's like 2,500 views. It's up there.
Like
but that's only because it's on this other page on Instagram.
It's on like Trick Shots Pool Hustlers page.
Yeah.
It's the Pool Hustler Trick Shot page.
It was like a rubber baller or some shit. I forget the actual name of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, but shout out to you guys for putting it on your page.
Yeah.
That's legit.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's on Justin Fuller Comedy. And you know what? In addition to that being a nice trick shot, kudos to the photographer that video.
Word.
Because he had the right angle.
Right angle.
The lighting was perfect.
And to just think, hey, I'm going to film it.
Boom.
Because I was just trying to show you.
And some genius recorded it at the right angle and the perfect lighting.
Must be to do with the same haircut. Shit. Great minds think alike. That's how that works.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to that guy.
That's right.
Yeah, so it was cool to be up there, you know, but had to get back up. Oh, 4th of July weekend too, everybody.
Yes, happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day. Trying to figure out what the hell went on in America. This place is nuts, yo. History. Speaking of
I have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, speaking of Independence Day and you know the flag and all that type of stuff. What was the Olympic sprinter's name?
I
think it's Sha'Carri Richardson.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I think it's messed up what she's going through right now.
For sure. I mean, getting kicked out for marijuana, dude. At this day and age, when it's legal everywhere, and the federal government's still just trying to hold on because of all the people they put in jail wrongfully because of marijuana. I mean, they'll say it wasn't wrongfully, but when you make marijuana a plant that just grows, that the Lord gave us here.
Yeah, that's incredibly... Like, how can you ban something that God made?
Right? There's no processing. You pull it, you dry it, and then you smoke it. And then you can process it into liquids and make so many medicines for so many things. Anxiety, depression, eating disorder. Pain, discomfort. Like I said, there's other things. Inflammation. They got the CBD from it. The hemp that you get from the stalks can be used for all types of stuff. Good paper. Speaking of why it's illegal, it's all because of the paper industry. William Randolph Hearst, paper industry. No, we can't have this hemp paper. We can't have these things running things. No. Plus he's putting smear campaigns in the paper. How black people, and that's where Reefer Madness came from. Black people smoking marijuana and raping white women. So they put it out there in the media. One of the biggest smear campaigns in history, and just. You've seen it with coronavirus. It's the same way how they scared everybody with that. Rightfully so, some people died, and sorry for anybody who lost anybody, but it's the same way the media is used to push out any agenda they want.
Yeah.
Fear. Whatever agenda.
Fear. Yeah.
You know, they were using during Trump's campaign. They were using it to divide America. You know what I mean? It was just certain people were showing. You know, they got the right and the side, the left news, and all that stuff. So when you realize how the media is pushed to you know, influence you guys and whatever, and you see how the people believe it, it's frustrating. And for her to get kicked out because of that, and then some people talk about the fact that it was an enhancer, which we know it's not.
Terrible.
We know it's not, which is upsetting. And if anything, well, because their argument was because the anxiety, like if she's an athlete, a lot of them are stressed out. And, you know, they're there and they can't do nothing, but she's able to relieve that anxiety.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Sha'Carri
Richardson is her name, and it's a terrible thing that she's going through right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, look, that does not change the fact that we know. We know what it is.
Yeah.
She got the gold medal.
Right.
Period. But on the same breath, it's like, I can't disagree that it's a stupid rule, but it is a rule. And she knew what the consequences were. So that's unfortunate. Or maybe what she's doing can be looked at as her being the spark to change the stupid rule.
I mean, the spark has already been.
Oh yeah, I mean,
out there. I mean, it's legal in I don't know how many states. It's medically legal in other places, and that's only because they need to siphon out all that medical money first before they make it, you know, legalize it recreational in most places. That's all this is a money grab. So, I mean, they're just doing that. They're getting tons of money taxing it. Dude, Colorado got over $100 million the first year in taxes because of marijuana. That was money they never had before. And it was just, I mean, people were getting refund checks, I think, because they had that much money in like a surplus tax thing.
You know what? What I think is going to happen, since it's been legalized in so many places and people are in prison for it, and their sentences are being reversed and things like that. Some. I just think they need to go ahead and just stop the madness. Allow that young lady to compete and smoke the world, because she gonna smoke everybody.
Right. I mean, let's keep it real. She still had to train.
Right.
It's one of those things where obviously it shows her dedication. Where if she could do that and still train, people are getting drunk.
Right.
People are drinking all the time.
That's been my argument. You know, I never seen anybody that smoke a blunt and be ready to fight.
Never. Never.
I never saw that.
You go to a bar of people who are just smoking, they have stories, cracking jokes, having fun, or just not talking to nobody and eating some goddamn food. Well, meanwhile, you got people doing shots on the other, arguing, fighting. Not all the time, but you see where it escalates. Everyone knows this.
Absolutely.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah. So
that's like the telltale sign when you're driving home. I'd rather smoke that because you paying attention. You 10 to. When you're drunk, you're like, put the music up, man. You know, so it's upsetting, and it really is, because it's a rule. Okay, it's a law. It's a law. Let's remember why it's a law. Because of money and influence. But the pharmaceuticals, they don't want it because of all the good benefits that will cut out all their fucking pills.
Right.
That they're pushing on everybody in America. Depression, anxiety, here, take this. And those are they cause suicidal thoughts.
Well, you know what? Just like what you said, to piggyback off of the drug manufacturers and things like that, like they have things that wants you to live with diabetes.
Oh, for sure.
And all of their pills are telling you how to live with this or that, instead of saying eat right, and get rid of diabetes. Reverse. I don't want to say reverse diabetes, but
stop it.
Yeah.
You can
So
stop
you
it.
can
If you start eating a
you
little
gotta
bit.
get rid of the drug. The main drug, one of the main drug is sugar.
I was just about to say.
Main drug is sugar, and we
Sugar.
give it to our children
All the time.
It's a drug. Don't get it tangled and twisted. Sugar is a drug just like crack.
Caffeine.
I'm not talking about raw sugar cane. That's different.
Right.
But the white sugar
Yeah.
is a drug.
Oh, for sure.
Don't get it twisted. It's a drug.
My buddy said if you put in a pile of all the sugar you consume in a day,
Yeah.
you'd be disgusted. I think it was a day. It could even be a week. Either way, if you put it like I know most of the time. I mean, I try and drink like one soda a day.
Mm-hmm.
1 to 2 is max, but I'm trying to cut it down to 1, which still isn't good because I need to drink more water because I also drink coffee. So it's like I'm getting all this sugar from all this bad shit.
There's sugar and alcohol
Everywhere.
It's sugar in there. So that's the main drug.
Yeah.
So they should,
Yep.
like marijuana is not the enemy.
It's really, and the worst thing about all these drugs, let's just keep it real. For one, it's not worse than crack cocaine. It's not worse than cocaine. It's not worse than heroin. All right, and other than like crack cocaine, all those other ones have medical uses in a sense. Heroin's used in hospitals. It's a form of it, morphine. You know what I'm saying? They use that shit in hospitals all the time. Cocaine, they still bring in coca leaves.
Yeah, that's what I was
and
going
they
to say.
extract it and use liquid cocaine to do like eye procedures and shit like that to numb the eye and all that other type of
Don't
stuff.
forget they put it in Coke.
They still put the leaves in it.
The drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like
I mean, they don't have. I don't think it has it just has the flavor of the leaf after they take it out.
I don't know what
That's
cola
true.
is. I don't know what cola tastes. I don't like most pops or sodas. You can trace back to the flavor they're supposed to taste like.
But that's
I don't know what
that's
cola
a true
is.
story.
I'm sure.
That's why it was because they used the coca leaves and they put it in there
Yeah,
to make it.
my-
And before it was like they had like cocaine in it, like when it first came out. I think it's just because the leaves, but now when they bring it in, they extract all that shit and give them back the leaves. It's weird. I don't know the process.
Well, my thing is with the drugs is they all probably have useful uses until they take. My thing is when you have to chemical extract and then put through things that's taking the God out. Once you take the God out, it's bad.
Let's look at the things that God put here for us, right? That are naturally here. Mushrooms,
Coca leaves.
coca leaves. I mean, you can chew them and get a little stimulant. It's
Yeah,
just you're not fucking crushing it up and snorting it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a process.
Yeah.
Like to make cocaine from coca leaves,
Yeah.
I think you sift through turpentine or some stupid shit.
Yeah, I don't know the process. There's a
I don't
lot of
either.
people out there that definitely do.
They know.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we gotta ask, what's his name? They made that song, I Can Make Cocaine.
Oh,
Young Shooter or something.
nah, who's my one boy that make crack like this? Ghetto dope.
That's making crack. I'm talking about cocaine.
I know, but still, it talks about you gotta take the coke.
Everybody knows how to make
I
crack.
know, but I'm just saying that's my jam. Make crack like that.
Everybody knows how to make crack.
Yeah. Well, I really don't unless I listen to that song because he breaks it down pretty goddamn good.
I'm not going to teach you, but it's easy.
Word. No, I seen that. I seen how it was supposedly made in like cartel movies and like series
That's the way
and
it's
stuff.
made, dude.
Yeah. Like you said, turpentine. They find different
No,
ways.
I ain't talking about. You talking about coke?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
No.
Well,
I mean, my 20s, boy. Woo, done all kinds of stuff in my 20s. For good times.
Yeah.
That's right. But it's really upsetting to see how it's still a Schedule 1 drug. And like I said, the worst thing about it is alcohol has been fine. And how many deaths does that cause every year? And not even just from consumption. Accidents, but from just consumption, there's tons of deaths. There's never been one overdose from marijuana. I'm sure there's people.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of nobody.
I'm sure there's people that have died and they've smoked because it does affect people psychologically different. It's not for everybody. Let's keep it real. But just because something's legal doesn't mean everybody's going to do it.
Right.
In Oregon, I think it's Oregon, everything's legal. Is it Oregon that legalized everything?
I don't know.
I think it's Oregon.
When you say everything, what's everything?
Everything. Heroin, mushrooms, psilocybin. I think psilocybin is the same thing as mushrooms. Weed.
Okay.
Yeah. Cocaine. I think you can buy. I don't know that it's like distributed, but they're not going to prosecute. And I'm sure there's going to be places that pop up. there's already companies that sell like mushroom infused things.
Yeah,
And
I just think that they shouldn't treat like drug abuse as criminal. I just think it should be treated like a condition,
like a mental health,
a mental or medical disorder.
A lot of people that do
it's not criminal.
Yeah, a lot of people that do it they have their depression. A lot of it's depression but. Dude, I read this thing in college. It was a philosophy class. We had to read this essay or whatever. It was about a woman. I believe she lived into her late 80s, if not early 90s, like 92 or some shit. But she did heroin every day. And it was basically like a moral issue. Like, who am I to tell this woman who does everything, goes to work, comes home, lived a long life. The only thing is she did a little bit of heroin at the end of the night, and that was her thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, who am I to tell her not to do that?
Right.
Look, we're all here for a life. We don't know how long that life is going to be. Average, hopefully 80 years. Nowadays, lifespan, depending. You're hoping for that. Who the fuck is here to tell me what I can and cannot do with my body while I'm here?
Hey, I don't know if it was a prompt or what. George Burns, I don't know if you remember George Burns. He was the older
comedian.
Oh,
yeah.
He had a cigar. He had a cigar and a cup of whatever he was drinking.
Yep.
Ever since I can remember till the day he died, he lived to be 99.
Right.
So I don't know if that was a part of his act or he was really doing it.
Yeah, I didn't dive deep, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he played in the Oh God movies. He was God.
Yeah.
Movies. George Burns.
Yep. No, man, it's absolutely crazy, and like I said, and that goes back to like this government whole thing. They brought the drugs here. And then they had people pushing those drugs so they could, fund their secret military operations to go and,
that's some bullshit.
Yeah, to do black ops and everything. And it's like people don't. The worst thing about getting older is you realize how much you've been lied to your whole life.
Yeah, we're actually living in the Matrix. We learned it. we like Lauryn Hill's album, The Miseducation. We've all been miseducated.
Oh, from day one. I told my mom, you lied to me right off the rip. Well, not right off the rip, but when I used to take the car, she's like, don't go driving all over God's green earth. I'm like, Mom, it's mostly water on this. What are we talking about here? And that's a phrase. My mom didn't make it up. She is a blonde and used to be a cheerleader. She ain't making up her own phrases. So that used to be a phrase, which is a complete lie. Well, God's green earth. Oh, God's green earth.
I mean, it's like...
That's a little one.
Generally, we've been lied from since birth, literally.
That's what I'm saying.
Since birth. Versus the selected women that chose to do things naturally from childbirth, from the way that they lay the women down. That's unnatural.
Oh, really?
Which is a lie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not, you don't lay back.
Legs up.
No.
Doctor's face in your vagina.
No.
Does she squat down?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, in the squatting position. And basically...
That would be like taking a dump.
Basically, well, they do dump.
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't never been in there?
Huh?
You ain't never been in delivery room?
I didn't watch.
They dump, bro.
She was worried about it.
They dump.
My son's mother was worried about it. She was like, did I go to poop? I was like, no. But you can. Yeah, because you push so hard.
I think all of them do.
Well,
maybe
she didn't.
They wipe and keep it moving. The professionals, they just like boop.
Maybe.
And like it's normal activity. And yeah, but anyway.
Could have, because I didn't watch him come out at all. I ain't cut the cord.
Wow.
I heard him crying. I was like, bet. And he looked like an alien. So she was like, isn't he so beautiful? I was like, nah, he's purple. He looks like an alien. I love him to death.
Well, I mean, and then like they take the child away, and the first light they see is fluorescent light, which is terrible.
Right.
It's all about the beginning of the lie, and the first face they see is the doctor or the nurse versus
the parent
versus okay, this is where it gets fun.
Oh shit.
You lay the baby down after the baby comes out. You lay the baby down and let him feed. Find the areas to feed. All right. Things are designed a certain way for a reason. Like life imitates nature for a reason.
Right.
So those things, areolas, those are targets for the baby.
Mm.
All right.
Some are very nice.
There are targets for the babies to feed. So the baby is looking for the target. So you lay the baby and let the baby find the target and crawl. That's the way it should be done. Like not taking the baby away and then bringing the baby back.
Right.
You know, boom, here's your baby. Boom. Let him find to feed.
Oh, everything.
See if he latches or whatever.
Yeah.
This fluorescent light shouldn't be the first light they see.
Right.
So yeah. So that's, you know, as far as what children are attracted to, you know, people know. And that's why one of the popular characters, Mickey Mouse, have big round ears, 2 big round ears, so kids can be attracted to it. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
As a symbol of the areolas.
Really?
Really.
Damn.
Boom.
I got some big ass areolas. Seen a bunch of different ones. It's crazy. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's and then see, but that in lies like what's life. You know, that's what I'm saying. We're here for a short period of time. And who the hell is to tell me what I can and cannot put in my body?
Right.
How I live. And like I said, going back to even being lied to, you know, I remember looking in the history book and you see pictures of like Christopher Columbus and they're shaking the Native Americans' hands, and it's like they didn't show the picture over there where everyone else is slaughtered and they're doing this to just live and survive. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that part of everything.
They didn't really say that they gave them blankets with smallpox either.
Yeah, but I also heard that wasn't what it was. It was just the fact that all the Americans were there and they had smallpox, or not. You know, the white man came and they had it. I guess they're trying to say that they didn't really just pass out all these things. Like that was like a designed attack. Like they were doing it on purpose. It was just the fact that as soon as it spread like wildfire because they had no vaccines or any way to combat it because they've never been introduced to that type of disease before.
I believe both.
Either way, it decimated like 90% of the population.
Yeah.
And they brought it here, so yeah.
I mean, purposely done.
Oh, well, I'm sure there was in some cases. I'm sure some people said, "Hey, let's wrap this on them and then give it." I'm sure it was used as
just like with the asbestos trailers they gave people in New Orleans.
They got some shit. That's fucked up, dude. Isn't that crazy when you really think about it? And then you don't think about it, but there's always underlying, and it's so evil. It's so weird. I guess that's why we're the white devil. Because it's so bad. It's so terrible, man. But, you know, you only hope that it gets better. But it can only get better when these truths and all these other things are out there. You know, and then with her coming out and, you know, she like apologized, and it's terrible because she talked about, you know, I made a dumb mistake and everything. It's like, no.
Over the past couple.
Holy crap. Profession? No.
No, I wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to bring up a shout out to Amber Ruffin.
Really? Yeah, this is deep.
And I wanted to dig more into it. She did a thing on, I believe she's on the Seth Meyers. Is that his name?
That is a name. I don't know if that was the program, but I think it's Seth Meyers. I mean, he does have a thing.
The late night show?
I believe so.
Okay.
People look that up, but you can find it. I think it's on YouTube, right?
Yes. Yeah, her name is Amber Ruffin. She's a comedian on there and a writer. And
hold on, she was trying to drop some funny, but
over the past couple years, more Americans have become familiar
and she still is, obviously.
But I'm just saying, this subject was so deep and like dark, man. It was hot. I wasn't even like cool with some of the humor just because it was like more of like I was like, what the hell, yo?
Well, maybe she's doing that under the blanket of I don't want to be
sarcasm
or I don't want to be killed.
True.
They're just jokes.
True.
Don't kill me. I'm a comedian. I'm telling jokes.
No, but this shit's. I don't know how it, but I believe every word. And
she was talking about how cities were basically flooded and buried. They were black cities that was thriving, and they were buried, and now they're lakes. And one that sticks out is if they wasn't buried, they bulldozed them and made them parks. And one of the most popular one is Central Park. That was actually 2 cities. I can't remember the name of the cities.
Yeah.
They were black thriving cities.
Yeah, no, it's so sickening. And the first time I heard about this, it was on
Tulsa.
Yeah, with Black Wall Street.
Right.
Yeah, that was the first time, and this was only about a year or so ago, and that was because of Sam Tripoli's podcast, Tinfoil Hat, but it's not out no more. He got banned talking shit about the government and everything. He has a different one, Broken Simulation, but he had I wish I knew the guy's name, but he had some guy on there, and he was talking about all that stuff, and I was just like, what? That is so. You can't even put into words how messed up this thing is and how all this stuff is, and it's sickening, and it's like, and people still like, well, I don't understand, and just pick yourself up from your boots and go get a job. What's wrong? Well, we didn't do that. No, but everything that happened since black people have been here has been nothing but to keep them down and to try and kill them almost. It's really sickening. It really is, and it's upsetting. And then to see how everything's still going and people just don't want to do things.
First of all, you want to be able to acknowledge when you're being insulted. You want to be able to acknowledge when you're being victims of racism. So it starts with you.
Right.
It starts with the individual. Like, people can do things and not consciously know that they're being offensive or being a victim or victimizing.
Yep.
So you have to be educated. So what did you say?
Information changes thought.
Information changes thought. So if you're informed, you wouldn't do or say or stand for certain things.
Yep.
It's a lot of racial things that happen when Justin and I are together. And,
oh yeah.
And one of the main reasons that I mess with Justin is because he don't say it didn't happen. Now, I've been with so-called white friends that tried to make it seem like it was my imagination, and that just didn't happen.
Okay.
So that's
like we didn't witness something because of.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no, I see shit.
So yeah.
I've seen it all my life. My best friends, half white, half black, and people used to call them zebra back in the day.
That's terrible.
It's horrible. I never did. You know what I mean? That's my boy, and it used to upset him. And it's like, and in the West, and I'll get to something he just told me recently about that. But he brought that up recently to me because he's older now, and his appearance, because a normal white person see him and they would judge the shit out of him. His hair's all up, it's great, he got a nice beard, you know what I mean? But he's a black man, you know what I mean? He's not dark, but he's still light. Either way, he gets looked at funny. He was actually in town. His mother has Alzheimer's, and shout out to Andre first. That's my boy I'm talking about. There ain't no bad on Instagram, but he was in town and he was visiting his mom, and she needed a new bed, right? So they went to the store, and him, his mother, and his her man were walking around, and well, no, I think he went there first to scope it out. That's what it was. He went there by himself first to scope it out. He said he walked in the store. Nobody approached him. Nobody came up to him. Nobody said a thing to him. He went, he got his thing, and he left. He got what he wanted to look at, and he left. He went back with his mother, and then first thing, the lady, the older white lady, came up to him and said, he was like, they need a bed, because he was upset already from the first time. He came in and was just like, they need a bed. And she was like, oh, are you their caseworker? And he was like, and then when they were looking, and, he was like, what one you want? Pick whatever, and so they found one, and the first thing she said, well, that's an expensive one. Instead of trying to say, hey, yeah, that's a great one, what else you want? You don't know what his financial situation is.
Right.
And let's keep it real, he does very well for himself. So, and he was just, and this was just recently. And this is a man who's successful. He has money. But I guess his appearance is one that white people still discriminate
It don't
against.
matter.
But it's super upsetting because since I grew up with him, I like to believe I've never had that really in my body. I just, anytime I see something like that and anybody discriminating against it really sickens me because it's so stupid. It's like, okay, if you don't like somebody because of the color of their skin, you're going to not like somebody because they have red hair or some other bullshit. What are we talking about here? You know what I mean? So to me, it's super fucking stupid and it upsets me. And anytime I hear about these things, I would like to think that we had gotten past that because all my friends are so diverse.
Yeah. I mean, that's your clique.
I know.
And they may be diverse, but you know, like, and it's a terrible thing. But it don't matter. Like, even LeBron James got.
Oh, I know.
You know, all the money he has, right. All the accolades, and
everything he's done for trying to do things for people.
Right.
But that's just a lot of ignorance and haters that are just jealous and and racist. Let's keep it real. I mean, that's just what it basically shoots down to. But it's upsetting, man. And I mean, and like you said, it probably goes back to that. Even may have a part to
birth.
Well, no, I'm just saying this female sprinters problem is because of.
It could be because did they take anything away from Phelps?
Not that I'm aware of.
They got a picture of him with the bong in his mouth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean he got some hate for it, but I don't know if he lost anything, or he may have lost his scholarship or his sponsor of Subway or some shit. I think I don't know, but come on, man.
Subway sucks.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's still smoking weed and eating Subway sandwiches, so.
No, Subway does not suck.
No,
I like Subway. I'm just talking.
Tuna sub. That shit's legit.
Yeah, I get turkey.
You get turkey?
Yeah.
That's what's up. No, I get there every once in a while. That's when I feel like I'm eating healthy, even though it's really not super healthy. It's healthier than McDonald's.
You get the wraps.
Right.
Stale bread.
Yeah.
Or you can get the salad. But my experience with their salads is like too watery. Like, I don't know what makes it watery. Maybe the tomatoes.
I'm not paying for a salad. Ever.
You pay for a salad on the bread? That's what Subway is. Sort of.
No, that makes it a sandwich with lettuce. I'm not eating a salad.
It's a salad with bread, yo.
Hey, salads are good. I just want to go. I'd make a salad at the house because you can buy like a thing of lettuce for $1, and
Make sure you get the ones with romaine so it has somewhat nutritional value.
Yeah,
iceberg lettuce is just water.
I know.
Water you can chew.
And yeah, you're right. As long as you put and then you put Italian dressing on that shit, really make it nice and fatty.
Fat
not healthy.
Look, I'm a master of fat boy salads. I make fat boy salads all the time. I just don't like don't give me no salad with lettuce butt in it.
Lettuce butt? Yeah, with big chunks or something.
Yeah, don't put no lettuce butt in my salad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the worst, Joe.
Or the brown part. That's lettuce butt, man.
Yeah, you ain't cleaned out this fucking lettuce before you brought it out here.
They don't give me no lettuce butt in here. Like, how you gonna buy a bag of salad mix and it got lettuce butt in it?
That's because they had it for a little bit longer and they just don't want to waste it. So you're trying to throw it. Have you ever got some shit ass lettuce on your burger from like a fast food?
Yeah.
It's all fucking just wrinkled and
welted.
Yeah, welted.
Welted lettuce, like nah. Hey, don't give me no welted lettuce. Or no lettuce butt in my salad. Don't put no lettuce butt in my salad, man. I don't play that.
I want a nice crunch. I don't want a big chunk or fucking where it's just fucking stringy. There's no crunch to it.
Like, this is supposed to be lettuce, not celery. What is this?
I used to put like sunflower seeds and croutons in that.
Yeah, sunflower seeds.
French dressing, cottage cheese. You like cottage cheese?
Not in my salad.
But you like it though.
Yeah.
My wife hates that shit. She's like, ew.
It's curdled milk.
I know. But it's still legit on a salad.
Only if you use French dressing. Getting away from dairy,
Yeah, it messes with my stomach.
Yeah.
Milkshake stuff. Had one last night.
Milkshakes are good, but I don't know what McDonald's and those other places use. They not. I don't know what that is.
It's quick and easy. That's the problem.
I don't know what that is.
It's something. It's expensive as fuck. I just realized like $4 for that goddamn milkshake of death.
They call it a milkshake, but I don't know what it is.
It's cream. It's got vanilla something in it. It tastes decent. I'd smash it all the time. We already had this discussion, filet of fish.
Yeah.
You just had one today too.
With no tartar, that was torture, but.
And once again, from McDonald's, you would think they would just put tartar sauce on. I didn't ask for no tartar sauce. I asked for no salt. which that was another one for me for this guy's fries. But that's how you get them nice and fresh, legit.
Yeah, you get them.
Well, it all depends on when they pulled them out. They just maybe not salted them yet. Trying to hold out for the non-salt people before they got like, fuck, I gotta chop more fries.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, did you want to talk about the UFOs?
Yeah, we can get down on that for a little bit here. We got a little bit more time to go, I think. I don't know. Yeah, let's get on that. What do you want to talk about? The wheel?
Yeah, let's talk about the wheel.
Let's talk about the wheel. I checked out Louis Farrakhan's. I watched like even the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. I watched extra ones too about the shadow government and all that stuff. I appreciate a lot of the stuff he said, definitely about the government and how they hide shit and all that stuff. His theory on what the wheel is a little out there. The fact that he said he got picked up and brought on and carried away on a spaceship.
In a trance-like state.
In a trance-like state, which obviously he doesn't do drugs. And so that's not a way of... Because, to be honest, man, in the Bible...
Meditation. Meditation is real.
This is true, but he meditates?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's a...
Oh, they said, I think it's called Kundalini Yoga. There's some type of meditation or somewhere. If you sit long enough, yeah, you can have like a DMT-like experience, like a God-like DMT-like experience.
Yeah.
It takes forever to master, obviously.
Yeah, you have to work at it.
Yeah, I have no concentration for that at all.
You probably do, but don't
I'd rather
realize
just take DMT and go see God.
Okay.
Or to another dimension.
You ever visit the toad?
The toad, that's another natural thing that obviously is a species that if you take a little bit and squirt it out and you milk it and let it dry, you scrape it off and smoke it, you see God.
You milk. How do you milk a frog?
They have like little glands in you, like a pimple.
Will it hurt them?
I don't think so. But people don't care. I mean,
isn't it like a defense mechanism for them?
It might be.
Like if you eat me, you're gonna be effed up.
Seeing the Lord, seeing. I don't know, but it's crazy that this is. I mean, we produce it in our own brains.
Is it called dopamine?
No, but they say it's in your pineal gland, which is technically, if you look at what the pineal gland looks like, an image of it, it looks like the seeing eye that's in Egypt.
Wow.
Etched on stone. It looks just like it.
Wow.
People Google that. If you don't know about it, do you know anything about all this stuff?
No, I don't know anything about anything.
Wow. People,
milkshakes.
Brings all the boys to the yard and they're like...
That's not the milkshake I know about.
Okay, yeah. But anyway, yeah, the pineal gland, if you Google the pineal gland and see what it looks exactly like the Horus eye, third seeing eye, not with
I know what the eye of Horus is.
Eye of Horus. It looks just like the eye of Horus.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. And they say when you die, that may secrete, because your body produces DMT naturally, like your liver a little bit, but they say your brain releases it, and that's what that godlike experience is. And they think maybe it's when you die, you release it, and that's why your soul's released through that into the dimensions and whatever the case.
Wow.
It's pretty deep, man, when you get into all these psychedelics and drugs, and actually in the Bible, like I was getting to that, because we were talking about the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. In the Bible, they talk about the burning bush. Moses heard the word of God through the burning bush. Well, the bush is like an acacia bush, or people. I'm hearing this all from other stories. Acacia. That might be it too, see? But, which is rich in DMT. So the bush was on fire. He would inhale all this DMT, which he would have this trip where he would go. And from what I'm told, that's why I've actually looked into the toad, because they have like things where you can go on resorts and do these, rituals is what they are. Basically, it's a spiritual ritual. It's not like
if it involves vomiting, I'm not interested.
No, that's the
peyote.
Peyote, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Oh no, not the peyote. The stuff you drink.
I know what you're talking about, but anything that involves vomiting, I'm.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
Yeah,
no, the DMT is more like, and it hits you harder and faster, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, so so when you look on it like that aspect, did he talk to God in that? And plus in the Bible, they're always talking about things that come down. So I mean, UFOs have always been in the picture throughout history. So I understand that. It's just his theory on how and what it is. It's like, okay, there's a spaceship hovering over America, and the best thing about, I mean, kudos to him, man, because he has that interview where he was talking to Congress, talking about if you try and kill me, they will blow you up, and that's when you brought up he ain't dead. Why isn't he dead? All these other people, they've suicide or murdered or.
Hey, listen,
It's
say what you want. Everybody got their opinion on what it is.
True.
But this is the thing is, to me, he's giving receipts. It's not like, ooh, what is it? Is it China? Is it the Martians? He's telling you when it was built, who built it, where it was built,
True.
what it is, who's on there.
Yeah.
And when you see it, and people have seen it, credible people have seen it, seen those ships.
Seen certain ships, not the mothership.
No, not the
This is
mother,
like-
because you're not gonna, unless it wants to be seen.
Yes.
And the technology, which was documented, that it has, like over these testing areas where they were sighted, and they couldn't do nothing.
Nothing. Oh, they shut down.
It shuts you down.
The nuclear missile.
It shuts
sites.
the power, everything down. So
Yep.
look, guess what, yo? Like, don't say you wasn't informed. Don't be surprised when you see him.
Oh, I can't wait.
I mean, I can't either, but and you don't get a pass because you're black. You're gonna have to get righteous, whatever that may be, whatever that is. You can't treat people foully.
But that's where I have the
It just said it didn't say he didn't say you have to be black.
No, I'm just saying in
You
general.
have to be righteous.
I'm just saying in
You
general.
have to get right.
I don't think it's a religious thing.
Okay.
I just don't think it's a religious thing. Because I don't believe God is floating in a spaceship above us, is what I'm saying.
I feel you.
That's all. And to even go further on that, God. See, I think what that is there is another life. See, we talked about this before with what I think life is, and I think we are products of aliens that may have came here, and from what is etched in stone from thousands and thousands of years ago in Samaria, it states that the Anunnaki came down. I forget from what star, planet, whatever the case, came down and took their DNA and mixed it with primates or other, things on this planet to create a slave race so that they can mine gold to go back and shoot off into their atmosphere to save their atmosphere from the rays of the star or whatever the case. People look this shit up. I don't know it word for word, but this is actually stuff that's etched in stone from forever ago that people found, obviously archaeological digs, and we can get into like what's under Antarctica. Dude, that's what I'm saying. What we think about what we're living in is completely fabricated to keep you in line. I don't know how deep it all goes, obviously, but think about religion in itself. Constantine burned all these books. The Library of Alexander, was burned down, and books and everything was stolen, and history was rewritten, and in somebody else's words.
The miseducation.
Oh,
basically.
So
do your research, people.
Right.
Do your research. Go on to the look up the YouTube videos.
The Time. I think that was the name of his videos.
I got it right here. Hold on a minute, y'all.
Yeah, I believe it was The Time.
It's
that's the program he had.
He
had a lot of different videos.
Look, it's got a lot of information on there.
Yeah.
That
And like I said, the only thing that I disagree with is the religion aspect of everything. Everything else checks out. It's the religion aspect, because once people start putting religion on things, that's where people kill other people for religious beliefs, and that's what I don't like.
Maybe if I get off of Instagram and go to the text messages, I can find it.
We're at like 15% on my phone. So.
Oh no,
we got a little bit of time. I'm just saying.
Oh shucks, we have to cut things short because of time.
Not completely. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah, the videos that will educate everybody. If you go on YouTube and look up the time and what must be done, the power of the wheel.
Yeah.
That's where, you know, and the Honorable Louis Minister Louis Farrakhan, he breaks it down to you. And to me, it's the most facts that anybody ever presented.
I mean, see,
I'm going to say facts because
his facts were he had dates and all types of stuff. Yeah, but there's other people like Joe Rogan had what was that dude's name? I forget his name.
You told me they worked at Area 51.
Yeah, he worked at Area 51. Plus, he had the one with David Fravor, who flown the jet where he's seen that one off the coast of California or San Diego. Or,
I think that's the same gentleman that was on 60 Minutes.
Yeah, Daniel Fravor, yep. And then, what the heck's that dude's name? Who worked at Area 51?
Bottom line,
yeah,
the people that Joe Rogan talked to said, I think, well, they said they saw it, but they're not telling you what it is.
No, they're not only that.
They don't know what it is.
Well, this guy proved that there's an element 151 that had these, everybody out there is going to hate us because I'm terrible with science and all this shit. How these, element 151 had all these characteristics or, properties of it, which were able to move, it would be this element that had these things that defy, the way it moved and
right.
shaped. And in the metal, it was so light or something like that. And so they didn't believe it, but now it's been proven that this element actually exists.
Hey.
So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of information about all these UFOs and things out there, and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan breaks down a lot of dates that coincide with a lot of sightings. And even in history, I mean, if you watch all these different channels, there's so many different things that come out there about this.
Yeah, so do your own research, people.
But even not only that, go ahead and watch all these videos, because then he starts getting into like the deep state and the government and how things are actually really ran and where the money. It gets deep, man. It starts at what, episode 51? You said.
Well, I sent you 51.
Yeah, that's where the wheel starts.
Yeah.
But then it goes, and then even 56 and 57 talk about the deep state. So
get informed. People.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Don't forget.
Do your own research. That's what I suggest.
Yeah, because I'm not sitting here Googling and doing stuff for it. But, I mean, if I find something out and I have the knowledge, I'll express it to you. But obviously, you do a deper dive, you get more of the information.
Yeah, if anybody have any suggestions, anything they want to add to contribute to it, because we're comedians. We're not experts.
Yeah, damn right, boy. You see my SAT score. It's pathetic.
I don't even know what the SAT is.
I showed up with a pencil and that was it.
Hey.
No, actually, I didn't even show up with a pencil. I had to borrow.
You had to borrow a pencil.
Yeah, because I got like 2 hours of sleep the night before.
We had a teacher in high school named Mr. Lamb that used to give people these little pencils and then he called them welfare pencils. That if you didn't have a pencil,
this is what they gave you. Oh, that's not bad. Hey, thank you. At least they had a pencil.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe.
Hit the like button.
Midnight Paco Podcast is brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services, LLC. Help you help yourself the legal way. Services offered is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianship, probate, divorce, wills and trusts, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. You can give them a call at 216-727-0049 or at 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. Everybody hope you had a good 4th of July. Everyone was safe. About to go enjoy my time now. This is going to come out afterwards, so hopefully everybody was safe, had a good holiday. We'll check you out next time, baby.
Yeah.
Midnight Paco Podcast.